Last month, I crossed 2K MRR from my two startups. And this video, I just want to give advice to people who are just getting started that I wish someone told me when I was getting started. So, number one is build for a market that you understand. A lot of people build for markets that they have no experience with. I would probably go with an idea that I had problems with, like personally, so that I'm also a user of my own product and I understand how to make it better. Number two, don't build stupid ideas. And by stupid, I mean just fun projects that you're doing as a hobby and you're dreaming of making a lot of money with them. The thing is that you should only build ideas that have actually proven market. So basically, if the idea that you're building already has something like existing in the market, like if you have competitors, that means there is a proven way of making money with that idea, and then you should go for it. Now, if you still decide to build something that doesn't exist, I would say there's 99% chance that you will fail and 1% chance that you will build something revolutionary. So it's up to you to decide which option you want to take. Number three is launch with one simple feature. And what I mean by that is analyze your competitors and see what is the core features that people are paying for and try to make this one feature better than your competitors. That one feature, if it actually works better than in other products, it will be enough for you to get your first users and to actually start with a very narrowed niche. Because your competitors have been building their app for years, most likely, and that's how they have a lot of features. If you try to also build all of the things that they have, trust me, you'll just lose time. Build only if you know how to sell. Okay, and let me explain this one. Basically, if you have two ideas, and for one of them, you know how you can sell it, and for another one, you have no idea how to sell it, I would go with the one where you actually know how to sell it, because then there's a much more chance you will actually make money. And in case you don't have idea how to sell at all, then I would start with the research. So spend a few days actually researching to see what are some marketing strategies that you can use to sell the specific idea. I would do this before starting to build the app and writing the first line of code. Contact the right people and warm them up. So what I mean by that is once your app is ready, the first thing you need to do is to get feedback and just to find on X or LinkedIn or Instagram, anywhere else, people who are actually your ideal users, and make sure you niche it down and find the people who are specifically your potential target users. Reply to their posts, talk with them in comments just about random stuff, and then DM them telling them, hey, I launched this app, I think it will solve your problem, would you mind to try it, and just share your feedback with me. This works almost for any product. If you just get one person a day, and in a month that is 30 people, that is 30 people who either gave you feedback, became your users, or maybe even became your clients. That's already a pretty good start. But don't ask for feedback from people who are not your target customers, like your family members or just your friends, because most likely they will give you advice that will make you go in the wrong direction. Number six, talk to users who leave. What I mean by that is that a lot of people who use your app, they will stop using it or cancel if they were paying. And it's very important that you actually talk with them and you don't just ignore them. You need to understand why they stopped using. You need to understand why they cancel, so that you can actually make your app better for future users, or maybe even win them back by telling them that they will fix the app, or offer them to try it again once you add things that they were missing. If you don't talk to those people, then trust me, your app will never get better. And this part is actually emotional, because for me, whenever I see someone stop using it, I'm like, oh shit, they think I'm stupid and a horrible person and my app sucks. But that's not like this. It's not personal. It's just mainly about the app, so don't be afraid to talk to them. Number seven, try new experiments every week. If you already have a marketing strategy that is working, then of course just keep doing it. Don't try to do 10 things at the same time. But if you haven't figured it out yet, try and experiment every week. One week you do Reddit, another week you do Instagram DMs, another week you do X, then LinkedIn, and so on. And each week you compare results and see where you actually got the most results. And like this, you will be able to find the strategies that you should focus on. Now, of course, some strategies require much more time. For example, SEO. Now, it works for most people. And if you're confident it will work for you too, then of course, keep doing it. Like in 1 week, you won't get much from SEO. The key here is experimenting and not being afraid to try new stuff. Number 8, set goals that push yourself. What I mean by that, when I started Superbird, my goal was to get one client every week. And once I got that, then I set a goal to get 2 clients every week, then 3, then 4, and so on. So each time you reach a goal, push yourself higher and try to do more basically. Number 9, do things that don't scale, or I would say do boring repeatable things. So a lot of people when they get started they think that, oh, I will get 100 clients in the first week, and they try to do some automated stuff, automate DMs, automate paid ads and stuff like that. But in my experience, in that mostly doesn't work, because you don't know who are your users yet, you don't know how to market them, you don't know what messaging to use to sell to them, so you don't have enough information. So that's why you need to start step by step by just approaching it like every person one by one. And in the beginning it's important that you spend time on that so that you understand your buyers better. Number 10, repeat the boring cycle. Yeah, a lot of people think that startups and entrepreneurship is all about having fun, high energy, doing so many interesting things. That's not true. In most cases, you just do the boring stuff day after day. You do the same repeatable tasks. Hopefully, you see week after week getting further and making some progress. That's it, guys. If you want to grow, Nix gives to Wubber.io a try. It's the best tool to create actually quality content on Nix and keep people reading your content. Bye bye.